let's just jump right into it. Have you ever looked at your bank statement and thought, wait a minute, why am I paying a fee to use my own money? It feels kind of crazy, right? Well, today we're going to break down exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to stop it.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're scrolling through your transactions, and there it is, that little mysterious charge, a monthly service fee or something else that just doesn't make sense. It might only be a few bucks, but hey, it's your money, and that stuff really adds up over time.
I mean, it seems completely backward, doesn't it? You're literally giving the bank your cash to look after, so why are you the one who has to pay? Well, to get to the bottom of this, we've got to zoom out a bit and understand how a bank actually works as a business.
See, at the end of the day, a bank is a business. And just like any other business, its main goal is to make money. One of the biggest ways they do that is through a little something called net interest income.
Okay, I know that sounds complicated, but the idea is actually super simple. Think of it like this. The bank takes the money you deposit, which to them is a liability because they owe it back to you, and they turn around and use that money to give out loans. The loans are their assets. The profit is just the difference between the interest they earn on those loans and the tiny bit of interest they pay you. So here's what that looks like in the real world. They might pay you, say, a super low interest rate on your savings account, maybe not even 1%. But then they'll lend that exact same money out for a mortgage or a car loan at a much, much higher rate. We're talking 5, 6, 7%. That big gap in the middle, that's their sweet spot. That's pure profit for the bank.
And this is the really crucial thing to get. Your money is not just sitting in some dusty old vault. Nope. Your checking and savings accounts are literally the fuel for the bank's entire lending operation. Your deposits are incredibly valuable to them.
And just how valuable is it? Get this. This quote from the New York Fed explains the insane power of our banking system. It's called fractional reserve banking, and it basically means your $100 deposit isn't just lent out once. Oh no. It gets lent out, then redeposited by somebody else, and lent out again, over and over. A single $100 bill can end up creating up to $1,000 in new money flowing through the economy. That's why your cash is so important to them.
But wait, there's more. Making money off interest isn't the whole story. There's another huge and often totally invisible way banks make a killing, and it's called the interchange fee. You've probably never even heard of it, but it affects almost everything you buy. Every single time you swipe, tap, or click to pay with your card, the store you're buying from has to pay a small fee back to your bank. It's basically the price of doing business in a world of plastic, and it happens billions of times a day. So let's trace the journey of a single swipe, right? You go buy a coffee. You tap your card, your bank gives the thumbs up, and the coffee shop gets paid. But before that money lands in the shop's account, your bank skims a little percentage right off the top. It's like a hidden tax on nearly every transaction we make. And the size of that fee? Oh, it matters. A lot. Here in the US, the average interchange fee is around 2%. But get this, in the European Union, it's legally capped at just 0.3%. That huge difference shows you what a massive cash cow this is for banks in America. Okay, so let's put it all together. Banks have these two giant profit engines, right? The interest they make from loans and these interchange fees they get from every card swipe. But when those two engines aren't bringing in enough cash to hit their targets, well, that's when they turn to their third option, charging you, the customer, directly. So now that we get the why, let's zoom back in and focus on the important part. What can you actually do about it? Because the good news is, a lot of these common fees are, believe it or not, completely avoidable. First up, the big one, the dreaded overdraft fee. For years, these things were a gold mine for banks. They'd smack you with a $35 penalty every time your account went negative, even by a penny. Now, a lot of banks have toned it down, but these fees still get millions of people. So how do you dodge this bullet? Easy. First, just switch to a bank that has no fee overdrafts. They exist. Second, go into your banking app right now and turn on low balance alerts. Your phone will warn you before you get into trouble. And third, you can usually just tell your bank to decline any transaction that would overdraw your account. No purchase, but hey, no penalty either. All right, next up is that slow, silent killer of your account balance, the monthly maintenance fee. This is literally the fee you pay for the privilege of just having an account. You might see $15 leave your account and think, no big deal. But think about it. That's $180 a year. Poof, gone, just for your account to exist. And honestly, this is probably the easiest fee on the whole list to get rid of.
There are so many great online banks and credit unions that offer checking accounts with absolutely zero monthly fees and no minimum balance. It's often just a matter of making the switch. Or, before you do that, check if your current bank will waive the fee if you set up a direct deposit from your job. And finally, we have one of the most annoying fees of all, paying to get your own cash out of the wrong ATM. And it's a double whammy, right? The ATM owner charges you a fee, and then your own bank charges you another fee for your trouble. It's infuriating. But luckily, you've got options here too. Some of the best online banks will actually reimburse you for any ATM fees you get charged, anywhere. That is a game changer. You can also just plan ahead a little and use your bank's app to find a free ATM near you. And don't forget the ultimate life hack. Just get cash back at the grocery store checkout. It's totally free. So here it is, your 4-step action plan to save you potentially hundreds of dollars a year. 1. Move to a bank with no monthly fees. 2. Turn on those low balance alerts. 3. Get smart about where you get your cash. And 4. Just once a year, take 10 minutes to look over your bank's fee schedule so you know the rules of the game. When you think about it, your checking account shouldn't be making noise. It shouldn't be slowly leaking money. It should just be a quiet, simple tool that helps you manage your financial life. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Is yours?